Hello, and here we are again, another weekly video living with Alzheimer's, and this is week number 34. Little easier Friday than last Friday. Looking back on my last week's video just a few moments ago, it was quite a challenge, and in actual fact there are parts of that challenge that I do recall once watching the video. Yeah, it was difficult, but I got there in the end. And in actual fact, your feedback and comments during the week actually made that video a lot more worthwhile than I ever thought it would be. The things that people say and the comments I get back over the week really actually make it all worthwhile and really make it make it something that I want to continue to doing. And I think in a roundabout sort of way, me making these videos to help others to understand dementia, others watching them, and the feedback that I get over the week actually helps me enormously. So you know what, it's turned around, and that's a wonderful thing. I think it's one of these things where, you know, and I have to say this, that battling and fighting dementia or Alzheimer's with drugs is one thing, but trying to fight Alzheimer's in your own mind is a completely different thing altogether. And in actual fact, I don't know, I believe that it has as much, if not more, benefits than the drugs. Well, it does for me anyway. There was quite a few questions during the week I got in relation to last week's video, and some of the private messages, and they all sort of basically amount to the same thing really. I think people were wanting to try and understand what it was like to try and have to work these things out, the simple mundane things that we do every day. And I got thinking about this a little bit, and I think I've sort of come up with this way to try and explain it a little bit so that people might understand. And I think it's very often when I'm trying to work things out, my mind is a little bit like a rally car, I think, really. It's racing along at a great speed. And yet, in actual fact, I'm not really in control of the car. I'm sitting next to a professional driver. So I'm not really in control, it's racing along, and I don't suppose really I have any idea of where it's going next. So that's sort of what it's like in somebody's mind like me, to try and work out how to do things, but not really being able to do it, but yet knowing that you can do it. So yeah, but I think really it's having this condition, it's not so much about the I can't do's, it's more about the I will do's or the I shall do's, and the things that we have to do to strive forward. And that's one of the reasons why I came up with the cycle challenge at the end of this June. And actually a lot of the information on that will be on Facebook and social media as from the beginning of next month, as from the beginning of March, the route and everything. And that's a challenge, not so much a cycling challenge. I know we're cycling from one side of the country to the other, but the cycling part of it I'm not too concerned about. It's a challenge on a different level for somebody like me. It's taking me out of my comfort zone. It's taking me out into places that are unfamiliar. And for somebody like me to be in some different environments is a far greater challenge than cycling 300 plus miles. A far greater challenge. Overnight stays and that sort of thing. Being in different hotels, not knowing where the rooms are, and familiar things like light switches and that sort of thing. It'll be quite a challenge. But like I say, it's about challenging my Alzheimer's and showing others that there is so much more than just a condition. There is so much more that we can do and we can live with. And you know, we're all capable at this stage of the condition of doing great things. Great things for us. Maybe not great things for everybody else, but they're great for us, and that's the main thing. So that's all I've really got to say today. I hope that's given you a little idea with the rally car idea. And it's actually such a nice day out there today that I actually want to get out on my bike and do a little bit of training for the challenge. So it just leaves me to say, have a great weekend, have a great week. And thank you so much for listening, and also thank you so much for all your great comments during the week. It really makes it all worthwhile, and I will keep doing these videos for as long as I possibly can. Thank you so much for listening. Bye-bye.